too many candles on the cake by John. My birthday cake had to be brought out on a rolling cart because it was just too big to be carried out by hand. Everything went so well, but the lights from all the candles on my cake must have caused a UFO scare in our neighborhood. I guess the very fact that all these colors meant something to somebody far off or far out, but my many candles still made a good old time and a fun time for all that came to my birthday party. It was a Halloween party too, that's why no notice was given to what was really going on. Funny faces came in and out of my house, but no one was supposed to be scared. I remembered an old radio show once tried to jump out of the airwaves to say a friendly boo, and ever since that night, in 39, no one wanted to start a war on Halloween or Christmas. But that's another story, because too many generals' children would have really gotten mad and simply refused to fight. Yet if some slimeball wanted to take us on, that would be the best time to start. To put a different spin on the subject of bad guest, some devil had showed up at my birthday party without being invited. He would have run away in great pain, because an 8-year-old would have tried to cut off his big red tail with a very long and sharp knife. But even if this small fact had happened, my cake would have still glowed happily and sweetly. I'll remember all the smiles and love that brought it. "Let's all sing happy birthday," said my son. They did a good and a loud job of singing. Even the littlest ghost with the big smile did his best too. And I then cut the tasty cake for all the spooks. Knock. Knock. Knock on the door. When I opened it, there calmly stood two little spacemen with big red eyes. I tried not to laugh when I said, "Where are you from?" I just hoped they wouldn't say, "France." That would have started me laughing uncontrollably. The spacemen looked at each other and smiled, as to say, this was going the way that it was planned. "XXO in 76. We need to speak to your leader." They said it together with their little metallic voices, that I wondered how they did it, but it did sound like that their dad had something to do with the gas business. I decided to go along with the two children playing Spaceman from the Outer Limits. I said thoughtfully, "Well, we got a Reagan, and we got a Bush. I believe Bush is the president you want, because Bush needs a little more candy to start him talking." The two spacemen looked at each other again. That was the best line I could come up with at the time. I lead the two spacemen to 6-year-old Bobby Martin. "President Bush, these spacemen are from XXO in 76, and want to see you." Bobby happily said, "Neato." And then he quietly said to me, "I want to be a spaceman too, but my mom couldn't find the ray gun. Sir, this is for you. Use it wisely." With that said, one of the little spacemen placed in Bobby's hands a small round ball. Bobby happily placed it into his Halloween bag. Then sweetly, Bobby pulled out 2 candy bars for the nice men from XXO in 76. To thank Bobby, the spaceman calmly patted Bush's head like a gentle puppy dog that wouldn't bite. I went and got the spacemen some of my birthday cake, and they danced the twist with a fairy and a witch. When the spacemen started to leave, I gave them a big bag of candy to take home and to share with the other little spacemen. They thanked me for a nice time. As I watched them go out my front door and down the steps, I felt that these spacemen must be very good children, and that their mom and dad must be so proud of them. So when the little spacemen got to the street, they turned and waved to say goodbye. Their eyes seemed to glow even more. Suddenly, there was an UFO in the darkened night sky and over my house. It was, and strangely, it was shaped like the ball the spaceman had given Bobby. Then I saw the beam of very bright light slowly surrounded the spaceman, and all at once the light got thinner, and then nothing, and the spacemen were gone, and the UFO was gone too. 2 days later, airmen from a nearby base questioned everybody at my birthday party. They even tried to get the ball that had been given to little Bobby by the spaceman. Bobby said that he had lost it. Weeks later, Bobby Martin started playing Little League Baseball as a starting pitcher. And Bobby threw a curveball that was said to be out of this world.